Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our main event of the evening. We've got Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzotta taking on Brandon Seyler. Heading to the cage right now is Dominic Mazzotta. Before he gets to the cage, let's take a look at our tale of the tape. We've got Dominic Mazzotta. He's 27 years of age, 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds with a professional record of 5 wins and 1 loss, taking on Brandon Seyler, 25 years of age, 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds with a professional record of 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Mazzotta's coming out looking confident. Very, very big following here tonight.
I would say 70% of the people here are here to see Dom Mazzotta.
I would have to agree with you. You see Honey Badger shirts everywhere.
Only thing more popular than Dom Mazzotta, the Pancake House.
Wow.
I am so hungry.
I wish I hadn't seen that. Dom Mazzotta has a very, very large number of people hugging him before he comes into the cage, and rightly so. He is a fan favorite. Mazzotta, his last fight was a first-round submission win versus Brandon Poindexter. Interesting of note, the only loss Dominic Mazzotta has experienced as a professional is, can you say who?
To current UFC veteran Cody Garbrandt.
Cody No Love Garbrandt. Very big rivalry between the two of them. Garbrandt managed to defeat Mazzotta, but is now a very highly touted UFC fighter. Mazzotta's got a lot of momentum on his shoulders right now coming into this fight. Mazzotta's wearing an invisible mouth guard. Mazzotta's last fight versus Brandon Poindexter was a real grinder. He actually broke his foot midway through the fight and still managed to win the decision. Coming to the cage now, Brandon Seyler in the red corner. Seyler's coming to the cage with robot music. This is what robots listen to.
I like this music, but you know.
You're a robot.
I have no soul. There's a difference.
Seyler coming to the cage in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirt. I'm not mad at that.
So I've heard a rumor that Brandon Seyler and Dominic Mazzotta have sparred together. And Dominic Mazzotta definitely got the better of him in sparring. Now, that's only a rumor. If it's true, I think that gives Dom Mazzotta a huge mental advantage coming in.
You know, by any means, Brandon Seyler's last fight was a first-round submission win versus Demario Cade at Bellator 128 in October of 2014. So he is a Bellator veteran, and he has won on a very high level. So whether or not, one got the better of the other in the training room, it really often has no bearing on what happens in the cage. Often it does. Often it means a lot. But, I would hope this is going to be a very competitive fight here tonight. Brandon Seyler's 3-1-1 as a professional. All of his professional wins have been via first-round stoppage. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, these bouts are approved and sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission is one of, if not the most respected athletic commissions in the entire world. Your executive director is Graham Serve. Our commissioner at ringside, the birthday boy, Mr. Ron Rossitano. Your judges for this event, Todd Krushka, Andy Atkins, and Kevin Armstrong. Your referee, he is the best referee in all of MMA, Chip Snyder. Our timekeeper at the bell, Stephen the Hammer Kruth. Our physician at ringside is Dr. Lawrence Biskin. I'm your ring announcer, Dan Bogan. Let's give it up for our ring girls, Alicia, Brittany, Emma, and Chelsea. This is your main event of the evening. And it's for the Gladiators of the Cage, vacant professional bantamweight championship of the world. 3 5-minute rounds. First, introducing out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 135 pounds. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, 27 years of age, a 5-1 record. He fights out of the Mat Factory from Lower Borough, Pennsylvania. Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzotta! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 137 pounds. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, 25 years of age with a 68-inch reach. He's 3-1. He fights for 3 Elements Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He comes from Frisco, Texas, by way of Erie, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Brandon So Cool Seyler. Your referee, Chip Snyder.
Here we go, folks, our main event of the evening. Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzotta and Brandon Seyler ready for cage combat. The crowd is literally on their feet in the arena tonight. Nice low kick by Seyler.
Mazzotta answers big knee to the face by Mazzotta there.
Going for a high takedown attempt is Mazzotta. Trying to string a leg.
Mazzotta completes a takedown.
He's got Seyler down. Let's see if he can hold him there. Seyler looks postured to pop right back up.
Yep.
A couple good shots to the face by Seyler as well. Mazzotta's got a nice deep underhook on his right side. And Seyler pummels to get double underhooks. Let's see if that can lead to something good.
Hooking the leg, and there's a big takedown.
You know, big takedown by Mazzotta. He trains out of the Mat Factory, which is one of the premier wrestling fight gyms in Pittsburgh. Very heavy focus on wrestling at the Mat Factory. Seyler has Mazzotta in the lockdown half guard. Very difficult to pass this half guard with an opponent that knows how to use it. Seyler is all but set up right now to go for an old school sweep or possibly an electric chair sweep.
Is Chip standing this up here?
Highly unusual decision by Chip Snyder to stand that up.
I would have to say that's a little fast.
I don't quite understand that one.
Loosen up, buddy, loosen up.
Mazzotta just far enough away from Seyler's punches. Big, looping, slip and rip punches by Seyler.
Nice kick to the body on Mazzotta.
Big kicks exchanged by both fighters. Both guys are on top of their kicking games right now.
Halfway, Brandon, halfway. Let him go, Brandon, let him go.
Mazzotta's doing a great job of switching his stance in order to circle his opponent appropriately into the cage. And Seyler seems unafraid to really feed it right back to Mazzotta. Every time he catches it, he gets it, and he gives it back. Seyler could reach through the crotch right now, Mazzotta with his left arm, and go for a dump.
Mazzotta looked like he was almost in on the neck, but not quite. Good elbow by Seyler.
Single leg takedown attempt by Seyler. Didn't get it.
No, Mazzotta quick move to get this
Textbook high
position.
school wrestling, yanking him to the ground.
Keep escaping, man.
What a pace in this first round of this fight. Seyler needs to be really careful not to give his back up.
That looks like the direction he's going.
Mazzotta with shots directly to the back of the head. I don't know how I like that.
It looked like one shot. It was sort of incidental.
I'm judgy like that. What can I say?
Dom really trying to finish right here, and he might have this locked soon.
Needs to get the hand under the chin of Seyler.
Seyler fought it off. Dom turning for the armbar. And he's in position.
Spiderweb position, going for what's known as the douchebag break.
It looks like he's going to get it. And,
He does not have it.
No, he doesn't have it. He's going to have to switch to Implata here.
Omoplata position.
And there, he's switching to Implata.
23 seconds left in this round. Let's see if Seyler can hold on. If Seyler can step his body over Mazzotta's, the omoplata is null and void.
Very little chance Implata will finish here. But
Transitioning directly to a knee bar. Oh
No.
my goodness.
really, really good transition from submission to submission.
Beautiful chain grappling. What a first round it was.
Very, very nice chain grappling at the end there.
The crowd is literally on their feet. I mean, I don't know who I would actually give that first round to. I would say Mazzotta got a couple of good takedowns, but both fighters were feeding each other a lot of shots.
I have Mazzotta, honestly, for the end. You know, the last minute he was fully in charge, dominant positions, close to a couple of submissions there, back, mount, armbar attempt.
I would agree, 100% I would agree.
Striking was back and forth, pretty even.
Seyler was eating a couple of punches, similarly to how I want to eat those pancakes from the commercial.
Oh, they looked so delicious.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what that thing at the end was.
It was big and puffy. Round two is underway. Dominic Mazzotta and Brandon Seyler. This has been a barn burner so far. Mazzotta again with the kicks.
Well, Mazzotta has sharp kicks. He originally came from a Taekwondo background before he did MMA.
Which would explain part of the reason why he's so comfortable switching his stance and throwing off these really weird angles with his kicks. Now, I've noticed that with his stance switching, he is doing a lot of circling into the right hand of Seyler. That would be something to be weary of.
Nice knee by Mazzotta. Oh, nice knees by Mazzotta.
Mazzotta taking the back of Seyler again.
Seyler looks like he's cut under his eye here.
And you know, honestly, that blood on the cut under the eye, that could contribute to it being difficult to get the rear naked choke, but we will see. Not enough blood to really matter yet.
Seyler just let him put his second hook in there.
Wow,
I think he's kind of tired and maybe a little hurt.
I would have to agree. This is the second time in how many minutes that they've been in this exact position. Mazzotta setting up for the armbar.
There it is. He's got position on it.
Seyler S gripping.
It's going to take a lot of energy to pull that out. And I think Dom bailed on it because he could see that.
Conservation of energy is key in a fight like this. Both guys at such a pace. Notice Mazzotta's driving the thumb bone of his left hand under the nose of Seyler. Watch the nose of Seyler, trying to get him to open up his carotid arteries for a choke.
Break his ankle. Let's go, Brandon.
Mazzotta again reaching for the far arm from the back, possibly setting up another armbar attempt.
Possibly.
Gotta kick out of this.
If Seyler can, well,
Here he is, armbar. And this time, I think he's got a little bit more room because he's not facing the cage.
Mazzotta again with the douchebag break in spiderweb position, rubber guard. Seyler's not having it.
Nope, and Seyler back on top, and that is one of the things that can happen when you go for that and miss. You lose position, and then you've got another man on top of you who's really angry and wants vengeance.
Absolutely. Seyler needs to be careful with leaving his neck out like that. Mazzotta's slick, he has slick jiu-jitsu, and he will dive on a choke.
I think Seyler is exhausted here.
I mean, he's taking a lot of damage right now. Whether or not he's being finished, you could just see the look on his face. He looks exhausted.
I would
This
not
may
be
be it.
surprised if he taps soon, because he's got that figure forward, and there's only so much of this he's going to take.
Mazzotta's not quite under the chin of Seyler. Seyler's holding on. What a fight. I mean, anybody who's ever grappled could tell you from experience it's not
Huge
fun
elbow
having
there.
someone grind your face that way.
That
There
might
it
be
is.
And
That
that's it.
is. Dominic Mazzotta has defeated Brandon Seyler via rear naked choke in the second round.
And what I would call a fairly dominant performance here.
100%. Seyler had little to offer Mazzotta once they were on the ground. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd is on their feet. What a show of respect between both fighters. Mazzotta is reaping the rewards of having so many fans in the crowd right now. Everyone is giving him love. Let's take a look at an instant replay here, Mike. Here we see Mazzotta on the back again. Look at that elbow.
Big elbow. That's some instant cauliflower right there.
Absolutely. Here Mazzotta's trying to cinch up the choke, and there's only so much you can take. You can only fight off that choke for so long before eventually your neck gets tired, your jaw gets tired, and you have to give it up. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official decision.
That was a hell of a battle, folks. Your winner at 3 minutes, 42 seconds in the second round, via tap out from the rear, naked choke, fighting out of the blue corner, Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzotta. Your new Gladiators in the Cage welterweight champion of the world. Ladies, bring him that hardware.
I'll see you, buddy.
Let's get a word with the new champ if we could. Dominic, there's about 8 to 10 times I thought it was over. He put on a good fight. He's pretty wily. He got out of there a few times. What do you have to say?
Yeah, he's a tough guy, you know what I mean? Great guy, too. Classy dude, he's fucking tough. Hard for me to stick the choke. I didn't want to waste my arms out just in case. Had to stand back up, but it was good. It was a good fight.
If we can, next time we're going to try to get the fight a little closer to home for you. I understand there's an after party somewhere. Would you like to tell them where they can meet and hang out with the Honey Badger after the fight?
Yeah, there's an after party at Stella's, restaurant 400 Freeport Street. Please, guys, if you come, make sure you're not too drunk. We're not going to let anybody that's too wasted in. And please, if you're there, respect my establishment. I do. Yeah, since I'm the king of the bantamweight division now, I figure, I'm gonna need a queen to see me through this, so it's been a long time coming. So Katie, will you marry me, babe? Come on. Let my girl in. Baby, put up with a lot of shit through our line. You know I love you. Just say yes, please.
First of all, congratulations to the both of you. Congratulations on your win, but the bigger win tonight's right here. Okay? The biggest win. Congratulations, and congratulations to you. Now, I want to tell Dom how much I appreciate. I know he's going to represent this 135 title like no other. So look for Dom in the future at Gladiators of the Cage or wherever it's going to be, because he's always going to put on a show for you folks, okay?
Let's give it up one more time for the Honey Badger, Dominic the Honey Badger Mazzotta. Thank you all for supporting Gladiators of the Cage. Like us on Facebook, GOTC MMA.com. Thank you all. Travel safely. Have a good night.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Dominic Mazzotta retaining his 135-pound title and gaining another woman in his life. What a heartwarming event.
Shades of Benson Henderson style proposals
Shades
there.
of Benson Henderson is correct. We'd like to take a moment to announce the performance of the night for tonight's event. That would be Dan Kakuta's win. Look at what he did to that guy, the arm of Davis Horacio Jr. I'm sorry, that was very beautiful technique, and he won performance of the night tonight.
You do not want to be the arm of Davis Horacio Jr. right now.
The arm is going to have a bad night. I'm not sure how Davis Horacio feels about it, but... Oh, and there, I think it's out. It goes. Oh,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gladiators of the Cage would once again like to thank Cut and Run Productions. Cut and Run Productions, located in Dormont, for all of your video and audio needs. We'd like to thank the veterans of the U.S. Marine Corps, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. And we'd like to thank everyone who came out and supported Gladiators of the Cage tonight. We hope to see you again soon. Good night.